I'm so torn, so complex. Life is so confusing. Just packing up my hotel room. Yesterday was the last day of social media camp, the 10th version of social media camp in Victoria, and this is really one of the. This is the conference that it all began for me as far as getting on board with converting from traditional media to social. So it's really important to me. Lots of people I really like here, and it's just kind of a homecoming when I come and do this conference. Now I'm heading home. I just don't live very far away. It's just a few hours away by ferry. So I'm going to be heading out to the ferry in a few hours. And tomorrow is my anniversary, our first anniversary of Shannon and my wedding. So should be a good weekend, and the rest of the weekend's going to be something to really look forward to. But I want to kind of bring it down for a minute. I want to get a bit serious, because one of the speakers this week at Social Media Camp I met originally maybe 6 years ago, Sam Fiorella. And I recorded a podcast with Sam while he was here. And Sam's an intelligent, articulate guy who's had a real serious tragedy in his life. He lost his son to suicide a few years back. And while his talk wasn't about that per se, he did talk about some of the causes and some of the issues around mental health and social media's responsibility in that space, and what's happening to us in that space. And it's a really difficult problem. Sam outlined in his talk, and I think we all know that social media contributes to anxiety, to depression, to bullying, to so many things. I mean, there's a good side to what I'm doing right now, to sharing with you on social. But there's this entire negative side as well. And I think that right now we are wholly unprepared to deal with that. We just don't have the capacity. We don't understand it well enough. And the statistics that Sam raised with us, they broke my heart. And if anybody takes a serious look at what the statistics are, the mental health state of our nation, of our culture, of our world, we're in dire straits. It's an epidemic. Mental health is an epidemic right now, and social media is a major contributing factor. We can't deny that. But here's the catch-22. It's also here to stay. Social media is not going anywhere. We're not going to stop using social media. But there, as Sam said, there's no warning label. And we aren't being taught. We aren't being taught to protect ourselves in the online space. Sam's got, I'll put links in below to some of Sam's stuff. I'll put some links in the bio. And in the description below to some of Sam's stuff, so that if you're interested in looking into more, and I encourage you to, there's some good resources there for you to take a look at. But I think all of us should take a good, long, hard look in the mirror and have a conversation with ourselves about A, how we use social, and B, what can be done to help support the mental health of those that are at risk with this. And here, the answer is not retreat. I know that many people, in my initial reaction is, well, we should just stop doing it. But it's not going away. It's part of the world that we live in today. So saying that we have to get rid of it is like saying that we have to stop breathing air because air pollution causes asthma. No, we've got to get to the causes. We've got to get to the causes, and we've also got to build skills that defend ourselves and defend the vulnerable against the insidious addiction of social, and figure out ways to combat that. That and it's not going to be easy. I wish I had the answer. I'm starting. I honestly believe I'm just starting to recognize the problem, and I have no idea of what the answer is. I'll share just one story from Sam's narrative, which just shattered me. After Sam's son passed, the university that he was at, he was a young man in university, the university had a ceremony for the family where they posthumously graduated his son, honoring the work that he'd done in school. And so they had a little celebration of life, ceremony to graduate him with some of his profs, his family, and his friends. And the woman that organized it, that's her full-time job with the university. All she does at that university is organize these memorial ceremonies for students who have killed themselves. In Canada, at an average rate of 2 per week. These are statistics the universities don't want to share, we don't want to share. These are statistics we don't want to hear because it brings it home. And it makes us realize just what a desperate situation we probably are in. Look, I even can't even say we are in. I said we probably are in because we don't have the answer, and it's terrifying. As a parent, I mean, my God, a chill went down your spine when you heard that. There's no doubt. So, no, this isn't a video to try and increase our likes and our views and our subscribers. This is the beginning of a conversation. I do want to hear what you have to say in the comments. And I don't know how we'll respond to all of the stories, but have a look at Sam's Yellow Bench campaign, which let him tell his story better than I can, and start thinking about it. Let's start talking about it. Have fun storming the castle.